all fun and games lately around Studio 5 contributor Christine McKay's house. She's been busy creating funky home decor, and her inspiration, actually, game pieces.
Yeah, the best part about it, this was all done on a dime. In some cases, maybe just like a couple dimes. This is really inexpensive stuff.
As always, I love high-packed, high-packed imagery for just inexpensive price.
I think the word's impact, high impact. That's the word you're looking at.
Thank you.
High-packed, high-packed.
High impact, thank you.
Let's just went along with it.
Thank you.
I can tell she was struggling. High-packed, high-packed.
Thank you.
We got to dive into these ideas because they are amazing. And I'm just going to say, these on the wall, they are not getting away from the studio today. I'm taking them home. Just kidding.
No,
I love them.
Speaking of impact, this is the biggest impact for the quickest time, involvement, and price. This was simply, it was a 6-foot by 12-inch plank that I got from Home Depot.
Okay.
I went over to the guys, they cut it for free into thirds for me, and I painted it. And what I do is there's two ways that you can do the circles. I just take a large 3-inch punch and I masked off the areas. So for instance, I painted this all the way black, and then I put the circles in the spots that I wanted, and then I painted it over again with white, and then peeled it off. So you can either do a masking or a stencil, and that was how I did it. And then once I did that, I just kind of roughed them up and attached some hangers on the back, and there you go. How fun would that be in your game room? And Brooke, you shared an idea with me before that I love even more.
Well, I'm kind of creating a craft room right now. That would be so fun, I think, in different colors. Just breaking out of the black and white and doing some bright, bold
I think how fun would it be? Some fuchsias and some oranges are so hot right now. So I just think that's a really high impact piece for a good budget.
On these?
It was $9.
$9 for the tree.
So low impact on the wall up there.
Yeah.
Or low pack.
Low pack.
Whatever.
My favorite, I couldn't believe, I saw these bowling pins and couldn't believe the story behind these.
Okay, now this one you have to climb into my imagination, which can be a little scary sometimes.
Dangerous.
Okay. I saw these bowling pins and I wanted them so bad. Vintage bowling pins are really hot in decorating right now. I know you were saying you saw them in the Parade of Homes, and they're just really good pieces.
I see the price tag.
$80. It's $79.99 for a set of 3.
$80.
I just couldn't do it. I couldn't justify it. So I happened to be at the dollar store.
Look at this.
And I found a mini plastic bat for $1 and thought, hey, that looks like a bowling pin to me. Seriously. So these right here in the front are ones that I did using the dollar plastic bat.
I am blown away.
I love this.
Okay, I'm glad that you see it as a bat. My husband couldn't wrap his mind around it. But the most important thing with this project is that you want to spray it first with a spray paint that is meant for plastic.
I was going to say, not all spray paints work on plastic,
because if you just try using acrylic paint, it's just going to peel right off. So make sure you do that, and then after that, it's just free. You can, just use whatever kind of paint you want, and then spray it with a sealer. To get the stripes, I just used masking tape, and just added some really nice colors, and then antiqued them.
You can hardly tell the difference.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I really like them, so I'm glad you do too. Fun, easy project.
So make sure you use the right paint, because if it starts chipping off and you see that hot pink underneath, it's going to be a giveaway right there.
Then it's not going to be as
not as high impact.
Okay. So moving along, the next thing that's really hot in decor right now are game balls, bingo balls, pool balls, croquet balls. So you can buy these cute little bingo balls right now pretty much at any home interior store, but they're not really bingo balls. A bingo ball will say like B1, B2. So I Googled it and I saw exactly what they look like, and I went and bought some 1-inch balls, and I simply painted them and masked them off and used some rub-ons to create the little numbering on it. And I'm going to give you the tip of the day for this. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. When you're done with your project and you're getting ready to spray it with a clear sealer, make sure that you don't grab a can of spray paint, like I did, and spray them with spray paint after you spent an hour and a half.
Confession.
So that is my tip for the day. Make sure that you read the label before you spray it. But after you spray it with the glaze, you can just put it in a fun, cute bowl, and there you go.
Really fun. Where did you find the balls?
The balls just at Robert's.
Okay.
Robert's Crafts.
They're wood?
They're just wood balls.
Okay.
So the next one is, I didn't make these, but it's the same concept. These are pool balls that I got at the Quilted Bear in Provo. But the same thing, you could either buy these. These are only about $3 a piece. So really, for the time, it might be better off just to buy them. But same thing, you could just buy 2- or 3-inch size wooden balls and then just mask them off.
Fun way to pull in those accent colors, too, in your room.
And I'm loving the darker colors. Okay, this one I love. Croquet balls are really popular too. So what I did is, this is how I started. You just take a large paper mache ball and paint it. Then what you'll want to do is just take a wide masking tape, mask it around, and then once again, like I explained with the dominoes, paint it the opposite color, peel the tape off, and then you'll have your stripe. And I think it was kind of fun to add some other elements to it. There's an artist named Jim Mulland, and he incorporates a lot of like birds and game pieces and balls, and I think that's really fun to put on a shelf.
That's cool.
So just all sorts of ideas for that.
Okay, got a couple more minutes for some other ones
the next one,
here.
let's cruise along. Okay, this, you can buy these. They're kind of expensive. They're large chess pieces that look great on your mantle. I decided, how can I make these? So I've got two large candle pillars. This was just a crown that I had. I think I got it at Rodworks. So I put that on the top to kind of look like the queen piece. And then this one is just one of these paper mache balls again, but I just sliced off the very end so it would sit flat for a little pawn. The dice, I just wanted to bring that. I've actually showed this one before, but I just loved it, and it kind of goes along with the dominoes. Same idea.
Did you stamp that one?
This one I actually just glued on the black circles that I punched out.
Okay.
So I didn't even stencil with that one, so it's another technique you can use.
I love that idea on top of books or to stack these on top
yeah,
of.
bookends, how fun.
Great coffee table
Okay,
piece.
so this one I want to talk a little bit about. I don't know about you, but I have like mismatched game pieces in my room, in my game room, that I don't know where they go. So usually I just chuck them. But what I decided to do is think of some projects that I could recycle those. And I thought it was really fun just to put those game pieces in just different jars and have them up on a shelf. I actually went to the DI, and you can get so many like old games that aren't going to have all the pieces, which is why they're only $1. And that's what I did. I filled them with Scrabble tiles, marbles, dominoes.
I mean, look at this bright colored marbles
Isn't
just
that
in a clear
fun?
jar. That is so fun.
And I also got this right here at the Desert Industries as well. And this was $1, and it was really a hideous, like, checkerboard. I mean, it was awful. And so what I did is just painted it black. I actually printed out the top on my printer and put it on there. And what I'm going to use it for is a remote control storage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Someone at home who got rid of that awful, as Christine McKay
They're kicking
called
themselves
it,
right now.
checkerboard. They are. They're like, I want it back.
So you can use it as a charging station or a remote control holder.
Great.
And then this right here for those missing pieces, once again, I just made some paper mache boxes that I thought would look really cute stacked. And I just used old game cards and just wrapped it around.
So the cards were already old? Is that how you got the antique looks? They were
I
antique?
sanded them a little bit,
Okay.
which also helps with the paint or the
So it sticks to it from
sticking
the gloss.
to it. But yeah, these were just miscellaneous ones that I had at home that I was going to throw away anyway.
Darling.
So you could create some cute boxes.
One final idea
Okay.
that would make for a great actual gameplay as well.
This is great gameplay, and this is such a great project for your kids because it's so simple. You don't have to worry about masking off the board to do the lines or anything. You simply can purchase this at Roberts. It's a tile board, and the grooves are already in there. So you just paint it, and you can distress it a little bit to make the lines show up. Paint these little letters. I think they're like 33 cents a piece. It's so fun for the kids to make, and it's fun for them to play, and it's kind of cute too.
It's darling.
Yeah, great ideas, all great ideas. And of course, if you want more crafting inspiration, you can go to Christine's blog. We've got a link to it on our website too. Sort of climb into her imagination, as dangerous of places that might be.
High impact
Yes.
is the word of the day.